Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am your host, BKP, and you're watching BKP Politics on voiceofruralamerica.com. And we have a full 2-hour show this morning. A lot of information we're going to be bringing your way. Thank you for joining us this beautiful Friday morning at 9:30. Let me give you a little heads up of what we're going to be doing at 9:30 this morning. In the state of Georgia, we passed a constitutional amendment, Proposal 1, HB 581, dealing with property tax and being able to cap the assessments on property. A lot of controversial comments, controversy, and discussion surround it. We're going to try again one more time to get some clarification on the subject. So at 8:30 this morning, I will have the Georgia State Senate Majority Leader Steve Gooch will be joining us, but also today from the 52nd District over in Rome, Georgia, Floyd County, State Senator, Chair of the Senate, State Senate Finance Committee, Republican Chuck Hofstadler will be with us also. So that's at 9:30. Then at 10 o'clock, I will be doing part one. The Georgia Hour will be part one of, Donald Trump won the election here in Georgia. He won. Will the Georgia Republican Party be able to take that and make the next steps necessary for 2026? Or is 2026 the year where Democrats possibly make gains under the Gold Dome? I'm going to venture into things that no one will talk about in this state. Part one, the Georgia GOP, where we're at and our future. That's at 10 o'clock. Now, jumping right in, Diane, I have sent you video 8, and video 8 has several timestamps. Okay, so I will tell you this: I'm not going to be using all of them at one time, and I appreciate everything we got going on and all the work you're doing this morning, preparing everything. I will be going to video 8 momentarily. I'll be going to video 6, but I'll be going to video 8, and I will want the timestamp at 3 minutes and 35 seconds. Give me number 61. Give me number 61. All right. Trump, the president of the United States, we have a lot to cover. Davos, press conference, declassification, pardons. But President Trump is going to North Carolina today and then on to California. I want to make a direct plea to the White House, if anybody's listening. Can he take tomorrow off? Can he? I'll be okay with it. I'm like, wow. I have to tell you, when I say this, I want to watch my diet, but maybe I'm going to go Big Macs and Diet Cokes and fries or something. I don't know what I got to do, but this guy right here, non-stop. Now, he said on day one, and there was only 24 hours in day one, so some of it went to day 2 and day 3, but every single thing that he has actually promised, it's in the works. I'll be okay if the guy takes Saturday off, because I'm not even getting a little cat nap in the afternoons, because I don't know when he's going to do something next, and I missed it. So that being said, but thank God, the good people of Western North Carolina, President Trump, you have heard him say what happened to them, how they were treated. He's not going to accept it. He's going there. He's going to get things straightened out immediately. This is going to be an exciting time for North Carolina. And then California, he's going out to California. He's told Gavin Newsom, as he calls him, you got to turn the water on. You got to turn the faucet on. More of that later. So that's happening today. So when I'm trying to decide where I want to go first, all right, I watch in the morning, I watch the media, the deep state, corporate, corrupt media, and I say to myself, what will they not report? And we've talked about the Department of Justice, and Trump is serious. There in just a week, it seems like how long ago, but we do have a president. He's back in charge. The world knows where we stand. We'll talk about that later, Davos. The world is very clear on where we stand as America. Mexico is very clear where we stand. Canada is very clear where we stand. The Department of Justice, very clear. Democrats, very clear. DEI, very clear. That is one thing. You may not agree with some of the moves Trump's making. I get your messages. But I will tell you this. Very clear on where he stands. No wondering what he thinks, because boom, right there in the Oval Office. So yesterday, I decided here's where I plan to start. Yesterday, the President of the United States did this. Let's go with the video 3:35 in the Oval Office yesterday. Another group of pardons. Can you go to 3:35 on the video? And I'll give you the high sign when to come back.
Next, we have a set of pardons for peaceful pro-life protesters who were prosecuted by the Biden administration for exercising their First Amendment rights.
Do you know how many have been prosecuted? This is a great honor to sign this. They'll be very happy. So they're all in prison now.
Some are out of custody.
It's ridiculous. Okay?
Lastly, sir, we have an executive order ordering the declassification of files.
We're going to do declassification in a minute. Now, pro-life, it's ridiculous. So this is number 36, the Department of Justice. The reason I want to do it this way, here is when the Department of Justice put this out. There's several, but I want to go with this one. This is 36. Tennessee woman sentenced to 41 months in prison for violating the freedom of access to clinic entrance. This is from the United States Attorney's Office. This is what they were busy doing. They were targeting, all right? So every time they were targeting Americans, targeting the pro-life community, targeting parents at Board of Education. This is what our Department of Justice was targeting. Now, this is July 24th, 2024. The United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York announced today that Bevelyn, is that how you say it? Bevelyn Beatty Williams was sentenced to 41 months in prison for get the tissues out, for violating the Access to Clinic Entrance Act in June of 2020 in connection with her interference, including by threats and force with individuals seeking to obtain and provide lawful reproductive health services, abortions, lawful abortions at a reproductive health center in Manhattan on February 22nd, 2024. All right. Williams was convicted by a jury trial on one count of violating the FACE Act. The FACE Act. Now give me, here she is from the National Catholic Register, number 37. Young mother gets more than 3 years in prison for blocking abortion clinic entrance. Okay? Abortion clinic entrance. Young mother. Okay? So, now, give me number 38. Trump pardons anti-abortion activists blockade clinic entrance. Trump expected to pardon pro-life. Here are some of the headlines. So where I want to start this morning, God bless you, Beverly, for reuniting with your daughter and your husband. God bless Donald J. Trump. And please take a minute and start your Friday out. You watched President Trump sign that. Watch what happened last night. Video 6.
Look at mama. Look at mama. Look at us. My Google. I got your jacket. Let me get your jacket. Here. Woo! Go, 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 go. Go ahead. You still smell good. You still smell good. It don't matter if you're in the pit of hell. No. Somebody gonna smell good. No. Girl. You know how you gonna sing. All right. My baby. I can't hold my baby. Oh my God. Goo. You miss your mommy? You miss your mommy? I miss you. I miss you so much. I miss you, Goo. Give me a kiss. Y'all. Oh my God. I'm home. I'm free. I'm free, y'all. I'm free. I'm really free.
Thank you, Jesus. The Lord is good. The Lord is good. Right, boo boo?
Oh, Jesus. Let me get in the car. Let's go.
Yeah, it's so cold out here. All right, we out.
Let's go.
Maybe it's because she's black, a black woman. Could that be it? Why would the media? Nothing. But you know what? Yesterday, Donald Trump signed that. You see, for her, her husband, and her daughter, on day 3, and this is what gets me with this guy, all the attacks they've done on Donald Trump, all the attacks. On the same day, he looked at the camera and looked into the belly of the beast, Davos, the World Economic Forum, and said to Bank of America, hey, you shut down conservative groups, ended their account. The same day, he looked into the belly of the beast of Davos and said, that the lives of the Ukrainians and the lives of the Russians laying on the field dead had to stop. He took the time to make sure that lady was freed last night as he promised. That got me. I said, you could start with all this other stuff. I get it. Pete Hegseth, we're going to get into that. Collins, Murkowski, we're going to get into that. Now, just one more thing, because I know what I'm going to hear. I've already heard it, that everything has been scraped. There's nothing there. But 46, the declassification. In fact, let's go to 418 on that video, if you could, Diane. Video 8. Promises made, promises kept. And this is the declassification, video 8, 418.
Okay.
Lastly, sir, we have an executive order ordering the declassification of files relating to the assassinations of President John F. Kennedy, Senator Robert F. Kennedy, and the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
That's a big one, huh? A lot of people are waiting for this for years, for decades. And everything will be revealed. Okay? Give that to RFK Jr.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Give me yeah, thank you, Diane. Now, there's going to be a lot of pushback. There's a lot of people saying that the files have been scrubbed. There's nothing there to see. There was a joke that they bet $10 that they'll find out Biden is the one that murdered JFK. A little joke there. But that being said, I know what is going on, but let me just say something. The guy got sworn in Monday. It's Friday. He got sworn in Monday at noon. He has pardoned 1,500 people that were in captivity, hostages, because of a rigged election. He has pardoned peaceful protesters that were in for abortion. He has declassified these files for JFK, RFK, and MLK. Declassified, right? He has sent troops to the southern border to secure it. He has stopped the refugee program in its tracks, all right? He has ended catch and release. He has started roundups of criminals all across the country, all right? He has ended DEI. What else? He looked at the world scum and let them know America, America, our status in the world is back. We lead the world. You understand? He looked at all of them. And the only thing they could say yesterday, we'll get into it at Davos, is, yes, sir, Mr. President. That was it. Give me number 34. So we got a lot to go over. Pete Hegseth, all right? This is what it's looking like in the Oval Office every day. He is taking questions. He is signing executive orders. We're going to talk about that a little more into the show. He is demanding the interest rate come down. He's demanding the fuel that prices of oil come down. He lashed out at the EU yesterday. We are going to get into that a little further as the show goes on. So I'm going to take a break. And before I do, number 42, I don't know this for a fact, but I think if CNN is in there, and CNN is going to be in the press room, and CNN is going to be on the White House lawn, they may have agreed to banish Jim Acosta to Siberia at midnight. Jim Acosta's CNN colleagues applaud his banishment to the night shift after his Trump baiting made him the network's least popular anchor. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Trump communications, they said, CNN, if you want on the White House lawn, if you want in the press room, if you want in that room, send Acosta to Siberia. But anyhow, he has gone to Siberia. A quick note, we do have, and I'm interested to hear from you, we do have CIA, Ratcliffe 64, Diane. Ratcliffe has been approved by the Senate. So you have, you now have John Burns is gone. Ratcliffe is approved by the Senate for CIA, so he is in there. That's done yesterday. And you have Little Marco as Secretary of State. You will have number 80, Doug Collins will come out. Doug Collins has made it out of committee, and he will go to the full floor for a vote. So we'll have the Secretary of Veterans Affairs, former Congressman Doug Collins will get a floor vote, and he'll become Secretary of Veterans Affairs, and we'll leave it at that for now. Diane, I had one more. Yeah, let's go with 35 and then 33. 35 and 33. Don't forget the Valentine's Day, Fannin County Republican Party Valentine's Day at the Ag Center, February 8th. Don't forget to come and join us there. And my favorite of the week, number 33, is Baby Dog. Baby Dog has his chariot in the Senate. That's Baby Dog from that's our West Virginia Baby Dog Bulldog. Right there in the Senate. All right, so when we return, we'll talk about Davos. We'll talk about Pete Hegseth. We'll talk about Trump saying 15%. We'll talk about Trump looking at Bank of America and saying, hey, what you did to our conservative groups, wow. We have a full list today on this beautiful Friday. Again, one more time to the White House. Don't hesitate. You can take tomorrow off. I need a break. We'll be right back.